Okay, we've got everything set up for Adobe Premiere. You can see this is John Smith's file here. He's going to graduate in year 17. There's SMI. We've got everything ready, and he's got the video in there. He doesn't have any audio yet, but we're going to go and start Adobe Premiere. All I have to do is type in PREM, and you'll see I get Adobe Premiere, and it's going to open up. Adobe Premiere is going to ask us 4 questions when we start here, and we need to answer the first 3. But we don't need to answer the 4th one. Watch this. So we're going to say a new project. If you've already have your project open, you can open it here, but we can just click on new project. Now it wants to know where we're going to save these things. So under the new project, we're going to browse, and we're going to go to our desktop, and we're going to pick year 17, Smith John, my first movie. We're going to choose that one, and now all our Adobe Premiere files will go in there. Here we're going to do the same thing. We're going to go year 17, year 17, smi.joh, and this is my first movie. Now, so everything's going to go into this folder, and it's going to have the same name as the folder, so we can find this really easily if we want. I'm going to say OK. The next question it asks us is, what camera are you using? Are you using a Sony? Are you using an ARRI? If you're using the Canon, which we are using, the AVC HD, what size are you doing? We actually don't have to answer this right now because Adobe Premiere will figure it out for us later. So all we're going to say is OK, and that way we're going to get a sequence. Here we are in our panel. We've got our project file down in here with our media browser. We've got our source. This is the final where we're going to cut everything together, and this is the timeline where we put everything on. So the first thing we need to do is get something in here. If you look at our project, there's nothing in there but the sequence. So if we go to Media Browser, we go into Media Browser, and we're going to go into our home directory because that's where our desktop is. So I click on Home Directory, and now you can see the desktop is there. One of the really nice things about Adobe Premiere is we've got this little box that we're working with down in the corner here, and it's quite tiny right now. But if I hit the tilde key right below the escape key, you'll see it goes and it brings it all up so we can see everything at once. So there's the tilde key bringing it back down. There's it bringing back up. So I'm going to click on desktop now, and I've got lots of room to do this. There's Smith John. I'm going to go to video. Our Canon speak AVC HD. So I'm going to click on that, and you'll see we'll get them to load right up. You can see now that it's going to process all of these. Once it's done processing, we can go in and choose which ones we want. And you can see the shots here right now. You can see the long shots. You can see the over-the-shoulder shots. You can see those kind of things here. So I'm just going to select all of them, Command A, and then I'm going to right-click on them, and I'm going to import them. Right now, we're just looking at them in the media browser on our computer, but now we have to tell Adobe Premiere that we want to use all of these in our project. So I'm going to go there, and you can see here we get them all in now. I'm going to hit the tilde key again and go back, and now we can see all of them in here. Now, remember when we told Adobe Premiere that we didn't really care what camera we're using? Now we're going to tell it what camera you were using, because each one of these, if I go to the info, it will say what the settings were, and you can see we're doing 30 frames per second at 1440 by 1080. So all I need to do now is actually just drag one of these onto my timeline, and Adobe Premiere is going to say, hey, you told me what kind of camera you're using, but it doesn't seem like the same camera. Do you want to keep the existing settings, or do you want to change them? And here we always want to change them. So I can just delete that now that we've got that set up, and now I can look at these folders. The first thing you're going to do in your folder is actually name them. I'm going to click back on here to my project. I'll hit the tilde key and I can go up and you can actually scrub through here and I can look at them as I go.